Oh yeah, now this is a start. Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to another episode, or the second episode of Season 2 of my FM19 Aston Villa save. And as you can tell from the table, things have gone very well. 5 games played, 5 games won, and a goal difference of +8. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. Let's have a look at how we got there. So, as you can tell here, since our first meeting where we beat Sheffield United 3-0, it has been nothing but green in the column. Charlton, Forest Green, Sunderland, Bristol City, Huddersfield and Bournemouth have all been beaten. And yes, I know we were going to come back for the Huddersfield game, but with the Bournemouth game coming afterwards, I didn't really want to pay that much attention to the Carabao Cup, mainly because I thought we were going to go out of it. But Pelé Maria got his first goal for the team, and we actually won the game 1-0. So highly impressive, although a lot of players are quite knackered today. I probably should have rested up, but I didn't. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have games against West Ham, who are actually struggling in the table down 13th, but following that is a game against second-placed Blackburn Rovers, who are currently unbeaten with 4 wins and 1 draw to their name. So I thought that would make a nice little leeway today. So we're going to have 2 very big games, starting off with the Hammers visiting Villa Park. Let's see how we do. So as I said, there are a few players that are quite tired from the game against West Ham, but the players are playing very well this year so far. Harry Wilson playing at 7.37, Neil Taylor playing at 7.23, which is very decent for him. The entire defence has done really well. We've barely conceded any goals, and midfielders ticking along nicely. Conor Hourihane and John McGinn are quite tired today, but I think they can make it through because there is an international break after this game. The only change that we're doing is we're going to change up the formation slightly, and Lewis Mila is going to make his first start for the club as the defensive line, or the deep line playmaker in a defensive midfielder role, and Pelé Maria makes his way to the bench. Even though he's hot off his first goal for the club, he does need a little bit of a rest. As you can tell, he's only at 83% conditioning. Andre Green finally makes a return to the bench, and there's also Badi Ashil on the bench as well. He's only come on substitute appearances so far, but I am looking to play him in a starting capacity, maybe in the Blackburn game. We shall see. It's hard to actually put him in when the 2 central defenders of mine and Chester are playing so well together at the moment. West Ham got a very different lineup here. They got a guy called Larrivee up front. Oh my, he looks decent. Bloody hell. 35 years old though. Still quite good physically actually for a 35-year-old, but he's got some very good stats. Look at these mentals. Bloody hell. And then who else have they got? Obviously, they've still got Felipe Anderson, who's probably the best player in the league, without a shadow of a doubt. Jack Wilshere's in there, so he'll probably go off after 10 minutes with an injury. Yarmolenko's on the right. They've got Craig Dawson, Balbuena, Fabianski. Still some very decent players. Oh my god, they've got Iturraspe from Bilbao. I've told the boys I expect to win. I expect nothing less. We're definitely going to show Felipe Anderson onto his left foot. And then we're also going to go in hard on him. Oi oi. Right, away we go. West Ham in their changed away strip, and we are in the usual claret and blue. Come on, you Villa. Let's keep it going. 6 wins on the bounce in the league would be a decent start to the season. Well, West Ham have a corner here. Jack Wilshere whips the ball, and Larrivee is at the post, and we clear it away via James Chester. That was a shaky start. Shaky. Apologies if my voice or my general appearance is a bit croaky or rubbish today, mainly because I've just got this stonking cold that's just come out of nowhere and hit me for 6. But I'm just really enjoying the save, and I just wanted to continue recording today, so I'll soldier through, because I'm a trooper like that. It's not been a particularly good start from us here at all. We are not controlling anything in this game. It's all West Ham, but we've suddenly started having a couple of shots, but we're not keeping hold of the ball particularly well. And they do have a better standard of player, so it might be more of a chance of us catching him out on the counter today, as Harry Wilson drives at the West Ham defence and forces a good save from Fabianski, who dives to his left and tips it round the post. Good run from Harry. Hourihane on the corner, whips it in. Not quite. I am a little disappointed in Tuminello up front. He's only got 1 goal in 6 games so far. And I think maybe we're just struggling to get him some support, and he's struggling to adapt to the league a little bit. I just need a little bit more from him. You can see it now, half-time. We've done more with the ball when we've had it. We've had all the shots on target, but we've barely kept the ball. So we're definitely performing more of a counter-attacking team today. I'm going to certainly say I'm not happy with the performance out there. I don't like being dominated, especially at home. We're going to take John McGinn off because he's quite tired, and I'm going to put Mia into the deep line playmaker role there, and then we're going to bring on Pelé Maria, and he can come and sit in the middle there. I'm also going to take Albert Adoma off. On comes Andre Green for his first game of the season. He was brilliant for me last year. He was my young player of the year. Not, young player of the year. Young player of the year. Didn't get voted by the players or the fans. It went to Jack Grealish, but Andre Green for me was probably the most impressive player last year for us, and the player that took me by surprise. Wilshere whips in the corner. O'Connell's at the back post, teases it to Larrivee, and Joaquin Larrivee gets his first goal of the season for West Ham, and his first goal ever for West Ham, and it's not great from us from the corner, and the unbeaten run could well be coming to an end. Decent ball in by Wilshere. O'Connell great header down, and Larrivee heads it. I cannot believe Neil Taylor's not managed to clear that off the post. How has that not happened? What the actual F? And you can tell Neil Player's playing at 6.1, so the game's obviously blaming him for that as well. And it's very disappointing he didn't clear that off the line. I'm not going to lie. That's upset me a little bit. Because that's why you put people on the posts. I'd be happy with a draw. We just need to try and get something out of this game. What do we do? What do we do? Harry Wilson's not been great, but I can't really take him off. I'm going to take Neil Taylor off because he's been pretty poor. We're going to bring on Hepburn Murphy and stick him up top with Tuminello. It's a bit risky, I know, but I'm a manager. I would much rather kind of go for it and, you know, not wonder what might have happened. I'll always go for it rather than sitting back and then trying to grind out a result. Maybe it's slight exhaustion today, slight tiredness that's affected the performance. We've not been like this at all. We've been very clinical and very kind of efficient so far this season. But this is the first game where I've not really seen us create anything. It's kind of back to how it was a little bit last year. Teams that come and sit back a little bit and then just hit us on the counter. You know, West Ham dominated the possession, but really they haven't created as much as we have in terms of the stats anyway. But I think they're going to take the win, and fair play to them. They come and done a job on us today. I think it's just they're defensively they're just a bit better than most teams that we're going to come up against, and it is a 1-0 defeat. And Blackburn have beaten Sheffield United 3-0, so sending a statement. I'm going to calmly say I can't fault any of your performances, boys. You're unlucky today, but I am going to crack at Neil Taylor because ultimately it's his mistake that's cost us in the game. So I told him that he deserves to come off. That's disappointing, actually. I have to say I'm a little bit upset by that result, and I'm hoping that we can make up for it against Blackburn. Harry Wilson does win Player of the Month. I'm going to congratulate him for that. Well done, mate. Oh, look at this! Yeah, an old favourite of the channel, Charlie Mulgrew. He was at third, and he's in fine form. He's got 4 goals in 6 games. Charlie Mulgrew, you beast. And I came second in Player of the Month, Manager of the Month rather. It's a bit annoying. Right, now that the fly problem has been dealt with, it is battle of the top 2, Villa v Blackburn. Not really what I would have expected at the start of the season. Blackburn again is another team that we've really struggled against in this save. We have not beaten them in the 2 attempts that we have played them. That needs to change today. Okay, so we're going back to the old 4-3-1, and the lineup is going to stay. Yeah, we're going to say the same as we were, except Peleo Maria is going to come in, and he's obviously dropping into the hole behind Tuminello up front, and Luis Milla drops to the bench. If Tuminello does not score today, then I'm definitely going to have to start playing Hepburn Murphy up front, because yeah, I can't keep relying on Tuminello if he's not going to turn up with the goods. This is the kind of game where I need him to score. This is the kind of game where I brought him in to help break the deadlock. Looks like they're playing a 4-2-3-1 as well, but theirs is a little bit deeper. Bradley Dack is a very decent football one we need to watch out for, as is obviously the legend that is Charlie Mulgrew. Now I'm going to passionately say, we owe Blackburn some revenge after what happened last time, although I'm pretty sure not all the players that, well, quite the majority of the players that are here now weren't actually there for that. But let's give it a go. We need to win these games at home. Winning the games at home is crucial. Corner to Villa. Hurricane on the ball, whips it in. Charlie Mulgrew, of course, he heads it away. Krishna now heads it away. And Adam Armstrong's a quick player. We're just a bit too lackadaisical there, getting to the ball. Armstrong is trying to turn Mai, but Mai does well to shepherd him backwards. Kevin McDonald now on the ball. Trevor McDonald, idea news. It's not Trevor McDonald. John McGinn, great tackle. Conor Hurricane up to Tuminello. Doesn't win it. I'm beginning to think he might be a bit of a flop. Either that or he is taking a long time getting used to the way that we play. As Gilbert hits the ball long. Kevin McDonald onto the ball now. What's he going to do? Decent ball to Chiravella. He's a very good player as well. Good Liverpool youngster. McDonald back on the ball. Chips over the top looking for Krishna. I've got this. I've got goal written all over it. Ojo at the back post. Heads it. Kalinic saves it. Oh, it's Adam. What is it about everyone's first goal of the season? Adam Armstrong just picks up on a shocking rebound, and we're 1-0 down again. What is happening? Why is it whenever I turn the camera on, we just suddenly become Kalinic? I mean, Neil Taylor again there. He's just cleared it against the bollocks of Ojo. I mean, it's just such bollocks. Like, literally there. We need to respond straight away. Conor Hourihane whips the ball in. Harry Wilson, he does respond straight away. It's his 5th goal of the season. There is no way on earth Harry Wilson should be winning a header at the front post in the penalty box. But he does, and my God, did we need that. Lovely ball in by Conor. Wilson just gets free. Raya can't keep it out. Brilliant response. Well done. I'm going to praise the boys for that response. And apparently it's overwhelmed James Chester. It's just so emotional. Pull yourself together, James. We've been the better team. Conor Hourihane over the ball, whips it. Oh, it's another magical free kick from Conor Hourihane. And from 1-0 down, we've turned it around in the first half. 2-1 to the Villa. Love Conor Hourihane. And I love his free kicks. It's nearly as good as a goal. Raya again gets his hands to it, but can't quite keep it out. Yes, Villa, come on. Good ball out to Harry Wilson. A lovely switch. Wilson into Conor Hourihane. He chips out to Gilbert. This has got a good header. If this is going to be a good ball. Wilson! Oh, he's in it just wide! My commentary went all over the place. Such was the excitement at the prospect of us getting another goal. But no, not today. Oh, hello. There's another highlight before half time. Do not throw this away, lads. I want to go in ahead. Bennett on the ball. Come on, make him play a long pass. Kevin McDonald and Bradley Dack. It was a poor touch though. He might have been able to get onto that. Adam Armstrong is rapid. He bears down on goal. Good save by Kalinic. But these balls over the top are a little bit worrying at the moment. We're not tracking the runs properly. But Conor Hourihane is dominating this game at the moment, and we have done very, very well to turn it around from being 1-0 down. I'm going to certainly say I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. It's great mental strength. John McGinn's quite tired, so on comes Lewis Mila. And defensively, we've not really been that good, actually, but I can't really risk taking anyone off at the moment. It's a very settled back four, and to be fair, the goal that we conceded was a little bit nonsense. It was, you know, poor old Neil Taylor just cleared it into Shea Ojo and it just happened to fall to Adam Armstrong. With Tuminello again leading the line. Maybe he's a player that needs someone up there with him. I don't know. Just maybe he does. Chiravella on the ball, whips it in, and Dara Lenin, or Lenihan, I think it's Lenihan, Dara Lenihan scores, and it's 2-2, and it's a game of set pieces at the moment. I mean, Kalinic, where are you going, mate? This is somewhere you need to be, Harry. Lovely ball into Tuminello. What you got in your locker, mate? Nice ball to Paleo Maria, I like that. Paleo, out to Connor, shift it on. Harry Wilson, bends it, oh, just over the bar. Harry Wilson's having a very good game at the moment. I'm going to take Neil Taylor off, and on comes Greg Taylor, not to be mistaken. And we're also going to take Albert Adoma on, and on comes Andre Green. I'm hoping Andre Green might be able to give us a bit of more life down the left-hand side. So far, everything's come down the right through Harry Wilson and Conor Hourihane, so I'm hoping that maybe Andre can give us a bit of an outlet down the left so we can give them something else to think about. Maria on the ball here. Good ball back to Conor Hourihane. Lovely switch of the player to Greg Taylor. Gets his first touch in an Aston Villa shirt. Taylor into Andre Green. Green. Good ball to Conor Hourihane. He finds Paleo Maria. Oh, he's bent it just wide. Oh, it would have been some finish from Paleo. The first time whip into the far corner. And we're beginning to press the advantage a little bit more now. Blackburn are sort of holding on a little bit here. Here we go. 81 minutes. Greg Taylor to Mila. Good ball by Greg Taylor. Finds Tuminello. Tuminello hits it, but not quite. Paleo Maria, Harry Wilson, Conor Hourihane. Yes! It is the combined, the dynamic duo of Conor Hourihane and Harry Wilson that have done it. 3-2. That's a big goal. That's a big goal. Lovely interplay here. Great take by Tuminello. He shows good strength. Tries to clear the ball across the box. Doesn't quite work. Lovely play by Maria. He finds Wilson, who lays off to Conor Hourihane. And was there any doubt the minute it left his boot, it was in. Yeah, get that out, mate. I love it. That dancing. Whoop, whoop. Oh my God, what was that? Never, ever, ever do that again. It could become a bit of a meme. I don't like that. Greg Taylor whips it to the back post. Ball. Harry Wilson to Conor Hourihane. Good ball out to Gilbert. Go on, mate. Whip in a good ball. Gilbert. It's Tuminello. It's a penalty. Tuminello's won a penalty. Well done, that man. I think it's going to be Harry Wilson. Oh, Conor Hourihane steps up. Something about me and this channel and penalties. We just always miss them. Oh, how's that happened? Should be 4. Connor, you were on a hat-trick. What are you doing? Even with that penalty miss, Conor Hourane still playing at a 9. There's 30 seconds left and Blackburn have it in our area. Shea Ojo whips it back post. Great header by Mai. Makes up for the one that he didn't make at the corner. Bell on the left-hand side. Whips it in. Adam Armstrong. Great save by Kalinic. That is an absolute... Ah! How is it 3-all? Kalinic, you absolute... I mean, Bell, it's a wicked delivery in. Kalinic, I mean, he could have palmed it anywhere. Anywhere but there. This is bollocks. We've had 2 goals against us today with an absolute bollocks from Adam Armstrong. It's literally just fallen back to him. I play Football Manager so you don't get the FIFA rebounds. And it's just, missed a penalty in the 88th minute. Conceded in the 93rd. Obviously. I'm going to sympathise with the team. That was just undeserved. Doesn't quite do it justice there. That was so undeserved on Blackburn's part. So undeserved. Adam Armstrong wasn't brilliant. He was just a little goal-hanging, poaching tosser. And from one striker getting 2 to ours, and Timonello, who's really struggling for form at the moment. I just can't get him involved in the game at all. And that's left us in 3rd place. I'm not going to the playoffs again. 3rd place, and we've got some big games coming up, but that we could be top. We should be top. Let's come back for games against Preston and Middlesbrough in October. Preston obviously are top of the league at the moment. Middlesbrough aren't too far behind in the playoffs either, so we'll have those couple of games. Then obviously we have a look at the Birmingham derby later on in November, which will be quite exciting. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. Hopefully we'll get ourselves back on track with some more wins in between the next time that we see each other. Let's hope so, otherwise I'm definitely going to be out of a job. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Until I see you in the next one, stay cool.